We are live for another Saturday support call. Let me go ahead and we'll get this going on Instagram as well. We're coming live from both YouTube and Instagram. It's going to be something that I intend to do every Saturday that I'm in town. Really, the reason behind it is because I want to be super available, super under the hood with what we're building with our software company, but then also, honestly, just kind of be available to provide my support and any guidance I might have on anyone who's trying to grow a business because I'm pretty good at sales and marketing, and I'm happy to share that wisdom. And so, honestly, I'm just going to hang out until anybody jumps on the live. You can see it on Instagram with the chat. Better turn on my chat here as well. And yeah, for anyone who hops on, I'm literally just going to ask you some questions about your business, chat. Honestly, I'd even be down for someone to just like hop on as well and chat. I'm like I said, this is intentionally super flexible live and really just about kind of just doing some live brainstorm, live coaching, seeing how I can be helpful for anybody. And what we'll further do is the nature of doing anything is that you do that first, nobody cares at all. And then you just keep doing it again and again and again and again, every single week, every single week, every single week. You don't listen to what what that scarcity part of your mind says, because when you start something, literally anything, if you don't have a name in that space, like I don't have a name in the money coaching space, real estate, yeah. In this space, I don't. And what's interesting is that I've been finding that my that like fear part of your brain, so like, oh, you don't need to go live. Like nobody's gonna listen in today. And we do have one person that looks like at least tuned in live, which is cool. I wonder if I can see. But yeah, would love to have you drop something in the chat. I'm really trying to have open conversation on this. But what's interesting is that whenever you start something new, you inevitably just have to do a bunch of inputs with almost no results for a really long time consistently. And then you break through. And then you plateau, you keep doing that, you adjust, you pivot, you get better, and then you break through again. So for me, for anybody who happens to tune in while we're early on in this process, that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Doing the stuff that right now nobody really cares about. And we're just going to keep going. And like I mentioned, if you just tuned in, looks like we might have one person watching on YouTube Live. Please drop something in the chat if there's any way that I can help you with your sales, marketing. In particular, I'm here to support money coaches. So really, I'm just being an open resource at the moment. What I was going to say, though, is that in regards to just marketing, there's kind of two things going on when you put out a lot of inputs. So one, you're not going to be good at it at first. So doing the inputs a lot helps you get better at it, and you should pivot and you should change and you should get better over time just with reps. I mean, you have to be intentional about getting better, not just checking the box. But the other thing, so you get better over time, right? That's the first part of why you just need to keep putting in inputs. But also, like, people don't really care about you at all until they see that you've done the same thing again and again and again and again. And if you look at the people who have been like successful in business for a long time, they literally, their message hasn't changed for like decades. And so, yeah, I'm trying to emulate that here and just continually be here, be top of mind, be top of mind, be top of mind until somebody finally is like, hey, I want to see what this guy's up to. Reach out to him, see what he's got going on. Why is he spending his time working on this? Like, it must matter at least a little bit. So I see King hopped on. Nice. So that's cool. But basically, I'm just going to hang out. When people jump in, I will be asking you questions, bugging you, seeing how I can help you. And if nobody hops in for the first, say, 15 minutes, then I'll be back next week and the week after that. So that in mind, I won't ramble. I'll see if anybody hops on. I'll see if I can chat with them a little bit. For all the people working on Saturday or just chilling, scrolling on Instagram, you want to hop in. That's cool too. So, the one thing I'm actually going to be working on, might as well just chat. That way, if somebody hops in, they're not confused when nothing is going on. But I think the one thing that I'm really going to focus on, just to open up my marketing playbook for this business in particular, is like, I definitely don't spend the same amount of time in my day to day in this as my real estate business, which is fine. But I also get like, man, when you meet people in person and then you're like connected online or you have a local presence, I found that it helps a lot. I don't have that in this business. So like I've honestly put out some content pieces, like this one in particular, it was like a couple days ago. Like it was good. It actually performed. I mean, considering I posted it on a new account, I actually want to look. Relative to TikTok, I was like, I did pretty well. I actually want to look at it. Shoot. This thing is actually kind of popping off a little bit.
Investing in the stock market is
a okay. I had 100 likes overall. This one.
Investing in the stock market is a complete waste of time. And no, I'm not about to tell you about how to invest in crypto. I actually used to be all about
this one got 20 likes, which is cool. But I really like the favorites and reposts, which I think the algorithm really likes because people are like, oh, dang, like people don't just like this. They love this. So I'm happy about that. But the broader point I was bringing up is like right now I'm just posting content. I need to do more follow-ups and more engagements on social platforms and start to actually build kind of those relationships where people care about me a little bit more. Of course, I care more about them as well. But I think like I'm starting to get into the ad space. I'm waiting to launch ads for my real estate business, and I want to figure that out and then duplicate that for this. But what I'm actually planning on working on today is like a little mini course. So the idea is that I'll create something that I honestly think is going to be insanely valuable. Like the value is going to be at least 10x what I charge for it. Like I'm probably going to charge like $7, $15. Like I'm going to give it away practically for free. I mean, literally, like by the time I pay for the videos to be edited, the cost of my time to actually make it, plan it out, like I will be losing money on it for sure. But the idea is mass rapport. A lot of people getting a ton of value from me for almost nothing. But also, like if you're paying for it, you actually have a little bit of a commitment to finish it. So I think I'm going to charge like $7 or $14 and basically put together like a five-part course on everything that I do for sales, marketing, fulfillment, that I think are super, super implementable that could lead to really strong results. And I'm pretty excited about that actually. I really have learned a lot over the last 3 years now, especially in marketing. Feeling pretty good at it, but not that it's like, I don't know, it's different. I found that it's being able to provide value at scale and how you actually implement that and make that happen and integrate that with your systems. Like marketing is a lot more about systems than people realize, which honestly is why like when you try to provide value at scale, the scale is a lot of times the systems and then the value is the actual creative marketing piece. So they kind of really operate hand in hand. So yeah, that's just me thinking out loud, which whatever. Like I'm cool to ramble to myself online. The cool thing, what I like about live actually a lot, is that I'm not sure YouTube. I don't really know that well, to be honest. I don't really like YouTube that much myself, so I don't really care about it as a content creator. I'm a big Instagram guy. I like Instagram, uh, so that's kind of my mo, how I prefer to hang out. And I am a big believer you need to genuinely love the marketing you do if you want to do it for a long time. But at least on Instagram, whenever there's a new feature, the platform really pushes it out. And live is now, excuse me, I have a cold. Live is now like 2 years old. So there's not as big of a promo on it. But a couple of years ago, when it first came out, it was like, dude, if you went live, Instagram would tell everyone multiple times. And even still, you are pinned as like the top story. Some people do actually still get notified. So, like right now, dude, we got like hardly anybody chilling on here. Maybe we'll never get that many people that join. Like, I don't really care. Everyone that I care about that I want to know my name, I'm showing up on their feed if they're on Instagram at all. And marketing, a lot of times people need to see your name minimum 7 times, but a lot of times 50 times, 100 times, 150 times before they want to have a conversation with you. So, if I have to go live every Saturday for the next 3 years, that's like, it's cool with me, man. Let's make it happen. I'm really excited to help Money Coaches grow. I really want to make another hire so I can free up more of my time to focus on this. But for me personally, I found like the coaching aspect and supporting others in their business is very rewarding for me. It's actually one of the things is a top priority for me to do more this year. So I've got some plans in place for that. And let's just check here. Nobody's tuned in on Instagram. I see one person tuned in on YouTube, but maybe they're not dialed in enough to start a conversation. Let's see. Live chat. Maybe I should initiate. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I was in a rush. That's all right. Dang, you can't edit them either. Well, I'm learning. So I'm going to be available here for the next, just say, minute and a half. And then if anybody joins in and we can actually chat business, talk about what they've got going on, that would be awesome. I really actually want to figure out, it'd be fun to like pull people in to the live on this, which, I mean, I suppose I can. I could literally just go like this. Maybe this is what I should do. Drop this in the Instagram and YouTube. That'd actually be pretty fun. Just hang out live, and if people want to join in and chat, like, that's cool. We can talk about whatever. I mean, obviously, the intention is support for our software, but any way I can provide value would be awesome. So, kind of just goes back to like get a bunch of reps in. This is my second time doing it. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this live. And I'm just realizing, like, oh, there you go. Just by the nature of doing it, putting in the inputs, I'm like, it's actually kind of dope that I could just get people to join on who are watching, pull them in and see what's up. All right. I am not seeing any engagement or any folks that are looking to grow today, which means I'll be back next week and you'll continue to see my pretty face on your Instagram and YouTube channel. So thanks, y'all. Peace out. See you next Saturday.